Hello everyone, welcome to my channel CISC Topper Classes. Today we are going to discuss chapter 1 Goods and Services Tax exercise 1 question number 9 to 18 of M.L.aggarwal class 10 mathematics. So let us start solving this exercise here in this video. Now let us solve your question number 9. A dealer buys an article at a discount of 30% from the wholesaler. The mark price being rupees 6,000. The dealer sells it to a consumer at a discount of 10% on the mark price. If the sales are intra-state here and the rate of GST is 5%, then find the amount paid by the consumer for the article. So we have to find the amount paid by the consumer. We can see that mark price is given as rupees 6,000. So rate by applying rate of GST and the discount, we can find the cost price of an article for dealer. So it will be mark price minus discount. Discount is 30% on the mark price. So this will be on solving 4200. If we write amount of GST paid by dealer to wholesaler, this will be CGST equal to SGST means 2.5% of 4200. So this will be 2.5 divided by 100 into 4200. So it will be 105 here means amount of GST paid by dealer to wholesaler. This will be CGST and SGST will be 105. Now we have to calculate the amount paid by the consumer. So amount paid by the consumer for the article will be mark price minus discount means 6,000 minus 10% of 6,000. So this will be 5,400 here. An amount of GST paid by consumer to dealer will be CGST equal to SGST means 135 is the amount of GST paid by consumer. Amount paid by consumer for the article will be 5,400 plus 135 plus 135 means 5,670. Now, if the tax under GST paid by the dealer to the state government, we have to find, then this will be the tax under GST paid by the dealer to the state government will be 135 minus 105 means 30 is the value here. Fourth part is the amount of tax under GST received by the central government will be 105 plus 30 means this will be the CGST paid by the wholesaler plus CGST by dealer. So this will be the CGST by dealer which is uh, paid by the dealer and this is CGST paid by wholesaler. So on taking their sum, this will be 135 means this is the final answer here in the question number 9 and this is the solution of question number 9 here. Now let us solve your question number 10. The printed price of an article is rupees 50,000. The wholesaler allows a discount of 10% to a shopkeeper and the shopkeeper again sells the article to a consumer at 4% above the mark price. If the sales are intra-state and the rate of GST is 18%, we have to find the amount inclusive of tax which the shopkeeper pays for the article. So here we have to firstly find the amount inclusive of tax which the shopkeeper will pay to the wholesaler. So here we can see mark price is 50,000 and the wholesaler allows a discount of 10% to a shopkeeper. So on the mark price we will subtract the discount part and we will get here rupees 45,000 on calculating. And if we want to write the GST including GST, so GST paid by shopkeeper in this amount will be 18% total divided by 100, 18% of the Now let us solve your question number 11. A retailer buys a TV from a wholesaler for rupees 40,000. He marks the price of the TV 15% above his cost price and sells it to a consumer at 5% discount on the mark price. If the sales are interstate and the rate of GST is 12%, then find the mark price of the TV. We know mark price will be 15% above 40,000 of rupees. So this will apply, we will apply here, and 46,000 is the answer in the first part. Second part we have to find is the amount which the consumer pays for the TV. So if we want to find the amount which the consumer pays, we will make a discount here on the mark price. So on this price, we will take the discount 5%. So this will be 46,000 minus 5 by 100 of 46,000 means answer is 43,700 rupees here. And CGST, SGST, if we have to write, this will be 6% of 43,700. So 2,622 here, CGST and SGST. So total amount we can write 43,700 plus CGST and SGST means 48,944 is the answer in the second part. Total amount paid by consumer. So this is the paid by consumer. Now the third part is asked. We have to find the amount of tax paid by the retailer to the central government. This will be the uh, output minus input CGST and SGST. So CGST we have to find. So this will be 2622 is the output SGST CGST, and input CGST if we see we have to find on 40,000. So this is 2400 on calculating means 260 26 122 minus 2400 will be 222 here. Fourth part, we have to find the amount of tax under GST received by the state government. If we have to find, this will be received by the state government will be 2400 plus 222 here. So this will be 2622 is the total amount of GST or tax received by the state government here. So this is the solution of question number 11 and this is the answer here. Now let us solve your question number 12. A shopkeeper buys an article from a manufacturer for rupees 12,000 and marks up its price by 25%. The shopkeeper gives a discount of 10% on the marked up price and he gives a further off-season discount of 5% on the balance to a customer of TV. If the sales are interstate and the rate of GST is 12%, we have to find the price inclusive of tax and the GST. So, firstly, it is said that the shopkeeper buys a article from manufacturer and it marked 25% above, and now the shopkeeper gives a discount of 10% on the mark price or to further off season discount of 5% on the balance to a customer of TV. So we have to find the price inclusive of tax which the consumer will pay for the TV, means that last one who will buy that, what amount he will pay. So to find that, we have to just calculate here. Firstly, cost price of shopkeeper we will find. So this is 12,000 given to us, and now marked up price will be 25% above the normal price. So this will be 15,000 on this price. The marked up price will be 15,000. So this will be 15,000 here, and if after giving 10% discount, the price will be again be lower down somewhat. This will be 13,500. Now, if we want to find the CP of consumer, we will again apply 5% discount. So this will be 95 upon 100 of 13,500 we have to find. So this will be 12,825 on which amount the consumer will pay. So now we have to add here GST also. So GST paid by consumer we will find on this amount only, which is 6 by 100. CGST and SGST we will apply here. So amount paid will be 12,825 plus 769.50 and 769.50 here. So this will be 14,364. Now we have to find the amount of tax paid by the shopkeeper to the state government. So this will be again 769.50 minus 12,000 into 6 by 100. 769.50 minus 720 will be 49.50 here. So this is the value here, GST paid by shopkeeper to the state government here. Now we have to find GST received by the central government equal to this will be again the input GST plus the amount of GST paid by shopkeeper to the state government, means output minus input formula. Yeah, again we will apply. So this will be, last option will be 7,000 769.50 is the answer here, and this is the solution of question number 12. This is the final solution and answer. Let us solve your question number 13. The printed price of an article is 40,000. A wholesaler in Uttar Pradesh buys the article from a manufacturer in Gujarat at a discount of 10% on the printed price. The wholesaler sells the article to a retailer in Himachal at 5% above the printed price. If the rate of GST on the article is 18%, then find the amount inclusive of tax under GST paid by the wholesaler for the article. We know printed price is given to us as 40,000. Cost price of wholesaler, this will be 90 by 100. If we apply 10% of discount here, so this is 36,000, and cost price of retailer will be 5% above the printed price, so this will be 42,000. Tax paid by wholesaler on this amount we will find as 18% is the tax here, so this is 6,480, and tax paid by retailer will be 42,000 into 18 by 100, 7,560. So the first thing is the amount inclusive of tax we have to find. So that will be for wholesaler 36,000 plus 6,480 plus 6,480 is the amount tax here. So this will be 42,480. And if we have to find for retailer, this will be, we will apply this formula and this one tax. So this is 49,560 rupees. Now the third thing which we have to find is the amount of tax under GST paid by the wholesaler to the central government. So this will be amount of tax under GST. So tax paid by the wholesaler will be again output tax minus input tax. Output tax we have find it here 7,560, and input tax is 6,480. So on solving this we will get 108 here. So this will be 1080 here, the answer of the third part. If we want to find for fourth part, here it is asked the amount of tax received by the central government. So it will be input GST plus the amount of GST paid by the wholesaler here to the central government or state government, like this only. So this will be 6,480. We will write input GST, and this is there the tax paid by the wholesaler to the central government. So here we will write this. So this is 7,560 is the answer here in this question. And this is the solution of question number 13. Now let us solve your question number 14. A dealer in Delhi buys an article for rupees 16,000 from a wholesaler in Delhi. He sells the article to a consumer in Rajasthan at a profit of 25%. If the rate of GST is 5%, then find the tax under GST paid by the wholesaler to the government. So here selling price of dealer, if we write, this is 16,000 plus 25% of 16,000 means 20,000 is the selling price of dealer. So this we have finded by the given information here, and now it is finded asked to find the CGST here, or CGST paid by wholesaler we can write, because here we have in the same state he sold and taken the article. So this will be CGST and SGST. CGST will be half of the total GST, means 2.5% here. So CGST paid by wholesaler will be output tax minus input tax. So again we will write on 20,000 firstly we will write, then on 16,000 we will write. So this is 400 rupees finally, and SGST will be the same only. Now the second part is asked the tax under GST paid by the dealer to the government. So if we write for dealer, dealer here is in the state of Rajasthan. Sorry, consumer is in the state of Rajasthan. So here we have the IGST. IGST will be with the total output tax we will take here, and minus input tax. Input tax will be CGST here, because IGST goes to the central government. So here we will take the um, CGST and SGST both. So this is 1000 minus 800 equal to 200 as the answer here. So this is the CGST paid by the dealer. Now, if we write here total amount of the question third part, the amount which the consumer pay for the article, this will be total amount 20,000 plus the IGST, which will be 21,000 as the final answer here in this question. And this is the solution of question number 14 here. Now let us solve your question number 15. A shopkeeper in Delhi buys an article at the printed price 24,000 from a wholesaler in Mumbai. The shopkeeper now become interstate here. The shopkeeper sells the article to a consumer in Delhi at a profit of 15%. So again, it became interstate on the basic cost price. If the rate of GST is given to us as 12%, then find the price inclusive of tax under GST at which the shopkeeper bought the article. So this first part, if we have to find, firstly we will see here GST is given to us as 12%, printed price is 24,000, and cost price of consumer will be the profit percentage, means 115% of that 24,000, means 20,000, 27,600 rupees. If we write here tax paid by shopkeeper to wholesaler, this will be 24,000 into 12 divided by 100, means the tax here. This will be 2880. Tax paid to the shopkeeper by the consumer, this will be 27,600 into 6% divided by 100, because it became interstate here also. So this will be the tax paid by the shopkeeper, means 1656 rupees here. So the first part is asked the price inclusive of tax under GST at which the shopkeeper bought the article. So if we see, this will be printed price plus tax here. So this 24,000 is the printed price and the tax here will be 2880. So this is the tax, because here we have interstate, hence we have IGST as 2880. If we write here amount paid by the consumer, this will be 27,600 plus 16,500 and then 16,500. Because here the shopkeeper sold it in Delhi only. Hence we have here intrastate. This is why CGST and SGST we have find it, and from that only we added and we get answer as 30,912 rupees as the amount paid by the consumer. And here the third part is asked amount of tax received by the state of Delhi. This will be 2 into 16,000, 1656 rupees minus 2880 we will get. Then we will find the tax received by the state of Delhi, output minus input here also, like this. And this will be rupees 432. If we have to find IGST here, the last part is asked is amount of tax under GST received by the central government. So this will be central government. So here we know central government get IGST. IGST in the first part we have taken. Then we have GST given by shopkeeper here. So we know this will be nil here. And we will write 2880 only. So this will be 2880. So this is the amount received by the central government here. And this is the answer here in this question. Final answer. Let us solve your question number 16. A dealer in Maharashtra buys an article from a wholesaler in Maharashtra at a discount of 25%. The printed price of the article being 20,000, he sells the article to a consumer in Telangana at a discount of 10% on the printed price. If the rate of GST is 12, find the tax under GST paid by the wholesaler to the government. We know here cost price of dealer will be 75% of the total value, means 15,000, and SGST will be 15,000 into 6 by 100, means 900. CGST again will be like this only. So the tax under GST paid by the wholesaler to the government we have find it, because it is in interstate only, because it is only in Maharashtra here. So this will be the SGST and CGST. If you want to write the tax under GST paid by the dealer to the government, here now, if you want to find the by dealer the tax, so this will be again selling price of dealer we will find after discount, so 18,000, and from that only we can find CGST as output minus input. CGST output will be 12 here, because the dealer buys in Maharashtra and after that he sells the article to a consumer in Telangana. So this will be interstate here. Hence we have IGST only. So on total amount we will find 12% of tax, and here we will again write the total tax here. So this will be 12 by 100 into 30,000, means 360 rupees as the answer, means this is the IGST given to central government. If we write in the third part, the amount which the consumer pays for the article. So this will be here, amount the consumer pays will be 18,000 plus 18,000 into 12 by 100, means this will be the amount after adding GST here. So this will be 2,160. So rupees 20,160 is the answer here in this question, and this is the solution of question number 16. Let us solve here question number 17. Kiran purchases an article for rupees 5,300. 10, which includes 10% rebate on the mark price and 18% tax under GST on the remaining price. Find the mark price of the article. Let the mark price be X, then cost price of the article will be X into 90 by 100, so 9X by 10. If we write amount of GST, this will be 9x by 10 into 18 by 100. So 9x by 10 plus 9x by 10 of 18 by 100 will be 5310, and we will take 9x by 10 as common. So 1 plus 18 by 100 equal to 5310 here. So if we write the value of x, this is 5000 here on calculating. So this is the final answer here. This is only we have to find, means the mark price only we have to find, and we have let here mark price is x. So this is the final solution of question number 17. Let us solve here question number 18. A shopkeeper buys an article whose list price is rupees 8000 at some rate of discount from a wholesaler. He sells the article to a consumer at the list price. The sales are intrastate and the rate of GST is 18%. If the shopkeeper pay a tax under GST of rupees 72 to the state government, then we have to find the rate of discount in which the shopkeeper buys from the wholesaler. Hence, we can see the list price is 8000 given to us, and discount we will let here X%. So if we write the cost price in which shopkeeper buys from wholesaler will be 8000 into 100 minus X divided by 100. So 00 will be cancelled out, means 80 100 minus X is the CP for the shopkeeper, cost price for shopkeeper. And here it is given that the shopkeeper sells the article to a consumer at the list price. List price is 8000 here, so we will write the cost price for consumer as 8000. And here, if you want to write the input SGST and CGST, because this sales are intrastate, hence we can write here as 80 100 minus X firstly for input. This is the value for input sales, hence into 9 by 100, half of the total GST which is formed here. This is 18%, hence 9 by 100 we have taken. So this will be 72 by 10, 100 minus X, and output SGST like this only on 8000 list price we will find. So this will be 720 here. Now, here it is given that if the shopkeeper pay a tax here under GST of rupees 72 to the state government, means SGST for output, CGST and SGST minus input SGST, we will get the value here which is payable by the shopkeeper. Hence, we will put the value here 720 minus 72 by 10, 100 minus X equal to 72. From that, on calculating, we will get X as 10%. Means the discount in which the shopkeeper buys an article from the wholesaler is 10% here. So this is the final answer here in this question, and this is the solution of question number 18. This is the last part of this exercise. For any doubt and queries, you can ask us on comment box. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.